Greetings, YouTube friends and family. This is Bree Natural coming to you live August 2010. If I'm not mistaken, it's 2010, August 25th. So anyway, it's been a while since I did an update. I've not been really too much into just updating because, so I want to show you guys an update when it's worth showing some length, some growth or whatever. But today I'm coming to you just to show you a few tips to do with your natural hair when you're in between, as far as growing your hair, showing your length, possibly adding some color, whatever it is that you want to do. Right now I have on a headscarf. It's nothing spectacular, just a headscarf tied to the side, little makeup, whatever. Um, the makeup that I used what's called the Falsies Volume Express. This is pretty good because it's supposed to give you length and make you look like you have some false eyelashes. I think it did a good job, if you guys can see the length there. I also have on a little black eye pencil. That's always a #1 type of thing that you need in your purse. Black eyeliner to line around the bottom of your lashes, the bottom of your lids. I also have on a little bit of lip liner. Vino. Let me find that. It's going to be a few minutes. Okay. That's Vino by MAC. That's pretty good just to line the outer lip. And it looks pretty spectacular when you add it with something lighter than the natural color of this lip liner. So it's a dark lip liner. Looks good when you add it with a light pink. This is Revlon, so you just put it in the center part. Anyway, those are just a few tips just to highlight your face without adding a foundation, powders, all those different things that most people, most natural people, most normal people don't want to add because they don't want to learn the techniques, or it's too much hassle to even have those type of things in your purse. You can pretty much just go with the natural face as long as you do Noxzema or some kind of cleansing to your face to get rid of those little excess, the little excess oil, help you with your little pimples or whatever. So I have a few shades up here as well to show you guys how to rock shades with different scarves as you do your natural thing, and you may not want to show your natural hair all the time. So I have these shades here that I sometimes throw on when I want to, you know, just do something different. And I'll wear my scarf with them as well. I have some dark shades to go with them. These dark shades, they look pretty good, if you ask me. But I also want to show you guys, for some of you people who are corporate or maybe just getting into the natural phase and you want a little versatility, tired of the short hair, because I myself, I get tired of having short hair. I don't want to wear weave, but that's what helps you feel like you have longer hair. So I'm going to get a little outside of myself today. I normally wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do this for you guys. So like I said, I have my headscarf on here. This is my little girlfriend. This is Felicia. You see how I decorated her face? Not for real, but there she is. This is Mrs. Felicia, and she's our little head. She holds my little weave. This is a weave that I bought from the beauty supply store. This particular weave was about $22, 24 plus taxes or something like that. It's a little multicolored. It's light brown. It's a little blonde in here. A little dark brown in the back, if you guys can see those different colors. But basically I'm going to show you guys how I switch it up when I want to switch it up, because I've actually tried sew-ins. I don't know about any of you guys, but I've tried sew-ins and they hurt. They are very tight. They're very hot. I sweat quite a bit and they're uncomfortable. I don't like them. When I had permed hair, it was different. But it seems like now that I have natural hair, it bothers me more than it did when I had permed hair. So I got a sew-in. I took it out about 3 or 4 days, maybe a week later. So this is what I decided to do. I bought a weave. Now, take the scarf off. Oh my goodness, it's a little tacky. What I decided to do was braid all of my natural hair. Have some rubber bands on the end, oiled them very nicely. I clipped all of my ends, and I left just a little bit out in the front because I don't want to look tacky and showing that I have on the wig. You know, I want it to look natural, or maybe not necessarily natural, so to speak, because people can tell it's a weave, but to look like a weave instead of a wig, if you guys understand my drift. So without further ado, this is how I do what I do when I get ready to do the wig slash weave to outsiders. Okay, so you pull the little front down, and this is really simple. You just braid your hair and you leave out just a little bit, not a lot, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And then you just braid that little bit, and if you take a look there, you can see that it's not a lot of hair out. It might look like it, but it's not a lot of hair out. So there we go. And this particular weave has a comb here, and it has a comb in the back. I don't use the comb in the back because I have my hair braided here, and I don't want the comb to push up and damage my line, the nape of my neck. I don't want it to tear the hair out the roots. So I pretty much just lay the comb back here on top of it because it doesn't matter. It's over my head. So here we go, ladies. And I'm just pushing the comb in the front part of my braids. If you guys can see that, I hope I'm showing you good enough. I'm just pushing it in the front part of my braids. And I'm not hurting myself. I'm just putting it in the front part of my braids. And I'm laying it on top of the back. So it's not underneath there. It's just sitting on top. Doesn't make a difference because it's on top of the rest of my head. Okay, so there we go. I'm not looking in the mirror. I'm just going to fix this. Now, if I was looking in the mirror, of course, it would be a little bit more perfect than how it's probably coming off to you guys right now. But for me not to be looking in the mirror is good. So that's how you pretty much go from a short hairstyle to something that you could probably live with if you want a little length, or you just want to go to an interview or whatever the case may be, go to a party, look like you had your hair done, something like that. And like I showed you earlier, here's the shades. Nobody can tell that it's not a sew-in because you have that little bit of hair in the front. And let me get a little close. You see that little bit of hair? It's a little nappy now. It's a little kinky compared to the rest of it, but you see that once you kind of move it out the way, you really don't pay attention to that because everything else is nice, like I showed you earlier. The makeup, the lips, the eyes, and that's one pair of shades. Wear those in the daytime, wear those at night. You get looks. They look at you. Here's the darker shades. Diva, diva, diva. And here are the other shades. So, YouTube, you can be versatile with your naturals. You don't necessarily have to perm your hair because you get tired of it. All you have to do is braid it. You don't necessarily have to worry about the braids in your head getting in your way when you sleep. You don't necessarily have to worry about, oh my God, the sew-ins are so tight, it hurts so bad. You don't have to worry about any of that. You can go natural and just leave it out and put the wig on, or braid it so it's nice and flat and put the wig on. And just leave a little bit of the front of your hair out so you can be versatile with it. As you can see, these colors are not exactly my hair color, but because my hair color is light in the front, I can get away with it because it's so many different colors in this particular weave. But as you can see, Felicia is now bald-headed, and we're wearing Felicia's hair. So comment, send info if you have info, send different questions if you have questions, or just leave something nice and sweet. Thank you, YouTube. I hope this helped. Bree Natural out.